I love the Ryan shell or the silly shell or whatever. I
Look
love
at
that
the
to
silly
death.
shell.
Okay, last one. What's next for Ryan Garcia?
I have not said this publicly at all, but I'm gonna say it. I want.
Here it is. What up, brother?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, Ryan.
I see I
Ryan,
got everybody mad, I guess.
why? Explain
I,
why, bro.
I guess they don't like that I actually hold the Hall of Fame to a level of standard which the title kind of requires. Hall of Fame means, you're one of the best of all time, in my opinion. You know what I mean? My standards are pretty high when it comes to that. When I look at Triple G, I look him at like right at the borderline, like right there, like. But there's like a level of greatness that I have to feel. Like when I think of Roberto Duran, I know that's a crazy name to throw out right now, but that's a level of greatness that I just think that's Hall of Fame. That's something special. You know what I mean? Like I've been seeing the International Boxing Hall of Fame put too many people in. They got Rocky Balboa in. Like, what are we doing here? I didn't want to hit them with all the facts on the show the other day, but the International Boxing Hall of Fame got everybody on there.
So wait a minute. Is this people are seeing this as Triple G hate? But are you
No.
kind of looking at this as this organization? They need to kind of raise the standard, period, because Hall of Fame should mean shit that everybody would try to do, and it's so difficult to accomplish that is like that's what makes it so prestigious.
Yeah, like when people like Dan Raphael were telling me, for example, Ryan will never get into the Hall of Fame, unless he buys a ticket. It should be like that. It should be to the point where, damn, it's hard to get in there. Like, shit, we got to do something amazing. We got to make these fights happen. I got to beat this guy that nobody thinks I could beat. Change the dynamics of the game, right? Change, kind of your era in a way, the history of it. You got to make history. So I get Triple G had his moments. You know what I mean? What was it? 26 title defenses.
Yeah.
Um, but then again, I see. This is why I feel. I feel like if you're gonna be, you're gonna be up. Go to the Hall of Fame. The writers, the people that vote, they need to do their due diligence and look thoroughly who he fought. Like who were those title defenses? Were they any type of threat? Did it pose a threat? Did any of this really, matter at the end of the day, to the boxing landscape? And to be honest, no. The only thing it did was help HBO hype up a guy that lost every elite fight. I mean, I'm sorry, that's the truth. HBO hyped him up crazy, and it's not Triple G hate. It's just from even when I was a young kid, I'm like, why are they throwing this guy out there like he's the best thing that came since chicken soup? Like it doesn't make sense.
Okay. But look. Go to your point when you say who did you beat? Did it really matter? Who was your op? That means you could kind of politic your way into the Hall of Fame. You get what I'm trying to say? If you got the right network who's behind you, you got the business kind of pushing you, can you politic your way to 20-something title defenses? And that can send just the wrong message to those trying to be in the Hall of Fame when it's like, yo, if I get the right powerhouse behind me, I'm destined to be in the Hall of Fame instead of fighting the ops and going up against those who people are avoiding or the real tough
Right.
matches.
Well, I don't think it's so much on just fighting the people. You got to beat them. This is Hall of Fame. This ain't just, oh, I'm like, you can fight everybody, right? Who fought everybody? Somebody fought everybody. And if they got their ass kicked most of the time, I mean, can't really
You
put them
said
in the Hall of
Durant.
Fame. They
Durant
they
fought
felt.
everybody, but he didn't get his ass kicked most of the time.
No, no,
Okay.
no. He beat Sugar Ray Leonard,
Right.
and nobody beat Sugar Ray Leonard at
Right.
that time. So, you gotta give him credit for that. He did fight. He moved up and beat what's his name? Was it middleweight?
Iran Barkley.
Iran Barkley beat the shit out of Iran
Yeah.
Barkley. That was nice. You know what I mean? He did a lot of amazing things, but you know, and he was the greatest lightweight of all time. So on top of fighting everybody, he also was
You say he also was the greatest lightweight of all time.
the greatest lightweight of all time. So you gotta understand that. I think Triple G had his moment of his era, but it's just unfortunate he didn't have the threats that other people have. I mean, we don't roll the dice for people. I even said Andre Ward gets there. he's like kind of reminds me of Triple G, but he gets there because one, Olympic gold medalist, two, he fought the Super Six,
Yeah,
beat the shit out of everybody, and then
yeah.
still had his one fight, Kovalev, that everybody needed to see. You know what I
That
mean?
he took a
So
risk.
I
Now,
squeeze him in. I mean, I throw him in there, but Triple G didn't get his moment. I mean, he should have beat Canelo. Let's get it real. The first fight, but didn't. So it's hard for me to say. Then loses the rubber match, loses the second fight, convincingly to me. Um, and then has a hard fight with that one Russian dude, but I forgot his name. Um,
Derevchenko.
Derevchenko, and I guess his best one was Danny Jacobs, and that wasn't even that convincing. So it's like,
Yeah, well, yo, people think Danny won that fight, bro. I was sitting there
that's what
like,
I'm
bro,
saying. That's
Danny
what I'm
man
saying
won that,
now.
bro.
Didn't Danny Jacobs get the Canelo fight because of that? I think
Yeah,
so.
that's right. Sure
If
did.
I'm not confused.
Right.
So these are the things that kind of come to my mind. Now, it's not hate, it's not nothing. It's just, everybody has their level of standards to what they think. Look, I want it to be near impossible for me to get into the Hall of Fame. I want to challenge myself astronomically ways that like don't make sense to try my best to get in there. Now, if the writers, people don't respect it, that's on them. I just want to know that I did things that are different than everybody else, because that's the whole point of it. This is the whole point of the game. You wanna try to challenge yourself to to the top of the top, the cream of the crop. You know what I mean? You want to get there. That's the goal
Okay,
of
so
as a
so
fighter.
so in talking about you, do you think that what you say obviously makes sense, or is at least worth, dancing around in your head to say, oh well, maybe he has a point, but do you think people are ignoring that issue because it's coming from Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, I think that they don't want to take my words at face value, because they're like, "Who are you? You haven't beat this part. You haven't beat you haven't, like, bro. Okay, Max Kellerman never boxed a day in his life, but you take his opinion, right? Let's
Yes.
be real. You got Shady McCoy right next to me. He's a football player,
Yeah,
but you
you
got a
got
real.
me with a
Hey,
taco hat on my head.
you got me that actually boxes, and I don't deserve to say shit. You see the logic in this? I don't like. It doesn't make sense to me, and people are criminal of the moments. You know what I mean? Yes, I had an off night. Yes, I think I deserve to have an off night. I deserve to come back and prove my point. Lennox Lewis got knocked out by Frank Bruno. Cold slept,
Yep.
came back and knocked him out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's so many stories like that. Sometimes you have an off night. I know. In my position, just wasn't sharp. Hard time to get back sharp in that time that I had to get ready for the fight, but that's fine. I don't mind. I want my rematch so I can prove my point. Then I'll move
Okay.
on. You know what I mean?
No. Okay. One thing. One thing.
I've beaten supposedly better fighters than Rollies. You know what I mean? Like, what I tell people is styles make fights, and some dudes are very weird. You know what I mean? Look, I fight a guy like Devin Haney, technical, and I find shots on him. You got a guy like Rollies, we don't know what he's doing. You know what I mean? And he didn't fight me the same. Let's be real. After the second round, there was no punches exchange. It was all
Yeah.
jabs. I watched the fight because I didn't even really think about the fight. I didn't even really like. I was just like, whatever. That was a weird night, right? Overall. But then I went and watched it back. I was like, we were jabbing after the second round all day. There was no aggression. There was nothing. So all I tell people is, let me get my run back. Just like, look at Alex Pereira. Pereira lost to that guy and then knocked him out in 25 seconds. What are we talking about here?
Okay, first of all, you're talking about Rockman, who knocked out Lennox Lewis and not
Oh, yeah,
Bruno.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Rockman. Okay, that's all
Rockman.
right. And number two, I know you're a boxing historian,
Yeah, yeah.
but no, I just don't want people in the chat
Of
and people
course.
acting damn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But number
I got the
two,
name mixed up because I heard
yeah.
Frank Bruno yesterday for some reason.
So
But
here's
anyway.
the thing. Can you explain to me? And I was talking to this point with Shakur Stevenson, the difference between reasons and excuses. I saw that you got your hand, the surgery on your wrist and all that shit. And people going to say, all excuses. Well, I mean, are you fighting one-handed? Is it really bothering you? Like you said, your preparation, all those things. I saw Shushu saying the same thing about Sagawa when he didn't have a great performance. And he was like, yo, I just thought I was going to knock him out. No shit, this dude was a problem. People think that he was robbed. Can you please explain to the people that there is something called a reason why I effing lost and not
Yeah.
just me making excuses?
No excuses if it's not the truth. That's how I see it. Like if if it was really manageable and you were able to get good work in and land your shots and train well, then yeah, it's an excuse. But when you don't, when you can't use your right hand, when you know even honestly, I'll be real. Even my left hook was low key a little damaged. I damaged my left knuckle a week before the fight sparring, but I didn't bring that up.
Shit.
I swear, I damaged.
Shit.
It was one of those nights where it's like, damn, I don't even
You
want to
were
be here,
screwed.
but I'm already here. I'm already damn here. Whatever. Let's run it. Because I don't have that much ego. Because if you beat me at my top of my game, then damn, you got it, right? But if you don't, then I'm not gonna take it to heart. You know what I mean? Because why would I take something to heart if I don't got all my weapons? And on top of it, people forget I came off a whole year of suspension. People think I trained, and this is my fault. This is my
Right.
fault. But
Right.
I didn't train. I was on a victory tour for
Right.
damn near 8, 9 months. You think I
Right.
cared about no boxing? I didn't care about none of that. I was pissed already because that was some bullshit. And
Yeah.
I was already, having the time of my life. But all I tell people is have the same, give me the same benefit of the facts. Just give me the benefit of the doubt. Like you would, you know, say, oh, this guy, Manny Pacquiao, he got slept or he had an off night. Like, give me the benefit of the fact, please.
Yeah, like Tank
Because
Davis being too friendly with Lamont Roach and
yeah,
all that
and he
stuff. You knew that wasn't really Tank. I mean, not to
yeah,
take
he
anything from Lamont Roach, but everyone
right.
kind of know that wasn't
That
really
wasn't
Tank,
Tank
bro.
at his top of his game. It's just you get nights like that. And I don't mind. Look I want to myself get my rematch. And I want to prove not to anybody, but just to him and myself. There's a reason he didn't fight me after the Duarte fight, and he said it with his own mouth. The timing wasn't right. He knew the timing was right now because he knew I was off my game. I wasn't even trained. He knew like certain things because I called him out after Duarte. I was training really well during that time. So, he caught me at the right time. And that training camp with Duarte is the thing that carried me over to the training with Devin Haney. Like, even though I didn't train too much or the best way, right? But
That shit
that
was
training camp of
ridiculous.
hard work carried over though, because it was only 4 months or whatever, 5 months before, right? Because I fought in December, late December. Then I went and fought Devin in April. So people forget that. Like, I was already kind of sharp. My body was still good to go. No matter what I put in my body was so in shape that I was able to, process it. But
Right.
after a year of doing that, your body gets contaminated. Punches ain't flowing the same. You can't get that back in 2 months. So I'm like, shit, this don't feel, because I felt like I lost my superpowers. I'm throwing punches, they ain't working.
You're
I'm
no
like,
longer
damn.
super ride.
No, because like recently, I don't know if you've been seeing my mid videos or whatever. Like, those punches now are like what always know myself, which I don't really gotta try too hard. They just snap off. You see with Rollies, I had to force my hook to even come off a little snappy. That's how he was able to counter me because I wasn't throwing effortlessly. So when I threw it, my recoil wasn't sharp because it was forced, Then he was able to catch
Yep.
me with a stupid left hook, which should never catch me with, right?
Yep.
But because my punches weren't sharp, and this is what I learned, like, I always got to be in the gym. Right now, I have a six pack. I'm sharp. I've been hitting the mitts. I've been going training every day, meal plan, everything. I have everything in order because I'm never gonna go in there without my weapons again. It feels horrible. Like, I learned
Okay.
my
Listen.
lesson 100%.
Okay. Well, I got three more questions for you.
Yeah, and then I gotta
Number
go because
one.
I am training right now. Yeah,
Okay, my bad. The war room know that I'm about to say this.
go ahead.
Please, no more cranking the soldier boy, Ryan. Don't
What?
the lean back, Ryan. Please,
Oh,
the
this?
leaning straight back, Ryan.
No, that's the thing is like
I love the Ryan shell or the silly shell or
the
whatever they.
silly
I
shell. Look
love
at the
that to
silly
death.
shell. People don't understand. I haven't got hit with the silly shell. Until you
Right,
see
I
me
love the silly
take
shell.
damage with the silly shell, then talk shit. And I don't even like calling it the silly shell because Floyd Mayweather himself said he didn't see no problem with it. So
Okay, the
that
Ryan
that that
roll. whatever. The Philly.
No. Honestly, I like that defense better, the role, because it's just hard for people to hit me. Like I could see their energy. Like, where do I hit this man?
Yes. Yes.
So but Derek, obviously you respected him, and he definitely didn't want me to do that. But
Man,
it
shit.
is
I'll say lean into it and perfect that, bro. That's hard.
that's what I told Derek. I was like, Derek, I haven't got hit though. Like, take all the memes aside, take everything aside. Have you seen me get hit with it?
Right. I don't care about people going to joke on you every day,
Right.
Ryan. I don't care
Right.
damn about the jokes. I care about you being effective and efficient.
Right.
And that role, that's Philly shell
I'll tell
is
you this.
sick.
ShowBizz, it will be back.
Thank you.
Hey, that straight back shit don't work, man. People get too much power into their shot.
Oh my God, especially now.
But guess what? I eat all of them though. Not one of them takes me out.
You
though.
pop back. You got a chin. We all know you got a chin.
Every shot I've got to hit right on the chin. I've got it up in 1 second. I never stumbled. I never look around like, where am I? I'm like, man. You know what I think in my head? This is some bullshit, man. God. Yeah. What was that shot? That was stupid. Like, honestly, the only shot that caught me off guard was like Luke Campbell. That one had me shook. Right. I was like, damn.
You still got up in 3 seconds.
I still got up, but I was like low-key hurt for like 1 second. I was like a little dizzy, and I was like, damn, this is what it feels like to be hurt. All right, let's get it.
Well, those times you've been knocked down, you were off balance too. Like, you were leaning back, you're on your heels and pop, you know what I'm saying? Your legs going to go. Another question I have, the last 2 questions. One, if Rolly is fighting Pacquiao next, and if Rolly knocks out Pacquiao, and I know Pacquiao is your hero, how badly would you want to whoop Rolly ass? Would it be even worse than just wanting the rematch?
It'll set me on a whole mission, bro. It'll be bad. It'll be bad. I'll be thinking the worst thoughts. It'll be horrible. It'll be horrible. You're gonna have to stop me, bro. I might not even fight him in the ring. It might be a whole problem. You really beat up on my guy like that? All right, sure.
Okay, last one. What's next for Ryan Garcia?
I have not said this publicly at all, but I'm gonna say it. I want Mario Barrios. That's all.
Yeah. Hey, you think that can happen?
I'm gonna go for it. Shit.
Yeah.
If he wanted to make some good money, let's go run it.
Yes. Now that is perfect, because then you can get a title, and then you can leverage that into.
And then I can leverage to be like, all right, Rose, if you got that, or Manny, because if Manny beats him, then obviously I got to fight him to unify or whatever.
And whatever happened with Brian Norman
I don't even know how the bout stuff work. I don't even know how this works. But
yeah. Hey, thanks, Ryan, man. Thanks for that exclusive, and thanks for showing up, brother.